Hi everyone, this is going to be your Sagittarius full moon update. So, first of all, I feel like a lot of hidden expressions of ourselves are about to come out during this moon. Now, when I say hidden expressions, that sounds like dramas and everything, but no. I mean more along the lines of different parts of yourselves, like intrinsic values about you. It could even be talents that you have not fully recognized that are actually desiring to be seen and felt and heard. Either that, or it could be a certain perception that you have been having that isn't actually true. And you've been unaware of it, but now it's about to come to light. And when you look at it, it's as though, like, when you shift your perception in this way, it's almost like things are going to change and shift dramatically. And honestly, the perspective shift might even be that something isn't as serious as you thought that it was. Because for this moon, in spite of all of the previous dramas that the retrograde season has brought, Taurus season, I believe that for one, luck is definitely on our side, but also it's time for some exploration. It's time for a lot of fun. And with this being Gemini speaks a lot about our roles, the different faces and characters and people we are in our lives. So with Gemini being a factor, it's almost like trying on different versions of you. Trying on, like playing make believe, but except it's not necessarily fake. It's kind of just like, well, I've always liked apples, but today I wonder what it'd be like if I chose to like oranges and explore myself as someone who enjoys oranges. So, you see, it's like it's playful. Um and it's asking that we don't take our lives so very, very seriously, because there's a lot of surprises that are actually waiting to be had. And when we give ourselves a chance to venture out, explore, try new things, then it's like the universe gives us that much more of an opportunity to actually receive something that maybe we wouldn't have gotten if we stayed in the same old roles, comfort zones, etc., that we have been living in. Sagittarius is the explorer. It faces the unknown with joy and excitement. And it's the horse, so I'm like imagining a centaur galloping off into the distance. Kind of ridiculous, but do with that what you will. I believe that there are some hidden insights that you will be receiving for this moon. I know for a fact that I have. And it, for me, for example, I had a complete perspective change about how I related to someone in a friendship. And it wasn't so much the friendship that had to change, it was about the way that I was showing up to it that has to completely switch up now, or that I was like, oh, this isn't authentic, and now I need to switch this up. So, although there are changes and endings, the endings aren't as heavy or dramatic as I'm cutting someone off, or I'm leaving or whatever. It's literally just about shifting the way that you are acting and reacting in certain um, relationships. Now, Sagittarius also is, just as it is, Sag is a very independent and free spirited sign. So I believe that this moon also asks that we look at our capability, right? Where are we not allowing ourselves to exist to our fullest capacity? Where could we be, shoving our own selves down or being codependent on others before we give ourselves the opportunity to burst out or, take that adventure? I believe that firm boundaries and setting them are going to be crucial for this moon, simply because those boundaries carve out the space for us to further shoot forward. And Sagittarius is a very independent sign. It acts that it has that ability. So if you're in a relationship with a Sag, like, you already know they don't really like to be clung onto. So if you have been feeling like you're in very enmeshed situations, I believe that this moon is here to free us from that. And yeah, help us to express our unique signatures. There's a lot of like almost Uranus like energy, although this isn't anything that has to do with Aquarius for this particular cycle. I'm strongly getting like uniqueness, talents, like voice, using that voice. Now, that part would come a little bit more from Gemini, because Gemini loves to talk, and is very gifted with the voice. In addition to that, if you have been stalling, I'm getting it again that now you have to take charge and you have to set in motion those things. Sagittarius is a mutable sign, not to mention that when you think about a Sagittarius, you think about motion. You think about that arrow shooting forward. So although this is a full moon, because I say full moon in that way because they're always about reflection and pauses and thinking about something. This moon actually has an energy of a new moon, which is about manifesting change, doing the things that we are afraid of, and having the courage to set foot on something that is new. In this case, it's about taking things in a new direction. Like I said earlier, it might not even be a big dramatic change. It could be as simple as a perspective change, but you are being asked to go forward now because you're ready to do so. We're all ready to do so, and however it is impacting our lives. Most importantly, leaving the dramas behind. Like I said, Sag has no desire to be attached to anyone that's going to hold it down. So if there's anything unnecessary in your life that pulls you back into drama, makes you feel less or diminished is a word that I'm getting, then it's really time to just kind of say goodbye to that. Saying goodbye to feelings of undeservingness, unworthiness. Like, it's time. And yeah, you just have to trust the process for this moon. And I get it, that's very evasive and doesn't carry the full weight of, damn, I'm about to do something that's brave and I'm changing. But I believe that you've got this. In fact, I think we all have this, and the energy around us is just so supportive, uplifting, and telling us that, yeah, we've got this. Because up along the road, this summer actually contains the workings of a lot of change. So it would be best right now, if you are going to work your moon magic, do your tarot, whatever your ritual is for the moon, to set intention or prayer for change, and that it be easy. This is a great moon to guide you towards that. And I will be in the process of making some lunar candles for you all to use for this particular moon. Me and Demetria Black of I Am Powered by Love have done some full moon candles for this particular moon. So I would recommend that you check that out. I will put the link in there, but it's amazing. So what you would do is you would say, I want this to change, or you would set your intention about creating whatever breakthrough you need. You trim your wick and then you let your candle burn. I will be putting that down in the link below so that you all can get yourself one. I've used them several times and they are amazing. With that being said, happy Sagittarius full moon, and goodbye.